Hello, my name is Orla and I'm going to be showing you the past artwork of Primary 3. After the summer I'm going to be moving into Primary 4. And also I won Artwork Civic Week between loads of schools in my age group. And I was really happy about that, and that artwork is in this folder so you can see it. So let's move on to the actual artwork itself. The first thing is this thing. I made this when our artwork topic was about printing. And this was when we printed loads of fruit. And it was really fun, and this was pears dipped in red paint, as you can see. Next, there is this, which is ahead of me, and inside it is all the things that I like. So there's like dogs, a pool, food, like peas and a lamp and a ball and that's your watch, and things like pencils for writing and dinosaurs, and because I love dinosaurs, absolutely love them. Wait a minute, that's not a pencil, that's gummy bears. I love gummy bears. Moving on to the next. This is my most recent artwork, and it was when we were about recycling, and you were supposed to make a bin about a recycling bin. You could choose whatever kind of bin you wanted, and you had to make it clear that it was that kind of bin. And I made a food bin, and I got a sticker on it because Mrs. Curry, my teacher, said she could recognise what kind of bin it is, and you can really see, well, it's a food bin. Well, there's the wee recycling sign, there's a food on it. It's also the regular colour brown. And the black bit is just the inside of the bin. Next thing is safety around electricity. And I had to circle all the dangers. So there's the dog eating the wire, the girl touching the lamp, the water over the laptop, and wires and plugs everywhere. And the fishbowl, but no, that's not the fishbowl. Oh, there's also there's loads of dangers in this picture. Next is a big sheet. This was also made by the thing in printing, and it was made by by putting a coin over here and scrubbing it. And then we got these really cool things, and I did it with my shoulder partner Francesca, but now my shoulder partner is Kira. Next, this is also things about electricity. Also, electricity is also my topic at the time. So this is powered by batteries, and this is powered by plugs. So they're like toasters, TVs, lights, and computers. And on batteries, what's that again? Yeah, iPads, torches, controllers, and clickers. Moving on, there is this one of the disciples of Jesus, which I made way long ago, the beginning of Primary 3 or something. Really long ago. Next, there are these two, which I made the same in 2 different weeks. And there was these kind of boot things. I did it the same pattern, because on this one we're just doing multiple with a different colour of paint. This one is just a single one with the blue paint, and this one is supposed to be a triple one, but it ended up being a double because I didn't get the last turn. Also, along with the face one, I forgot to. Wait, no, it was the people. He was actually saying, "Love people as people love you." Also, this is the other science topic which you used to do about solids, liquids, and gas. And on this, there's the kettle, which is a solid, gas, which is the steam that was a gas, and the water, which was a liquid. Also, there's a cloud, which was actually a liquid and kind of a gas, because clouds are made of loads of water molecules. Hot air, gas. So the bubbles is a gas in lemonade, and the actual lemonade is the liquid, and the glass is a solid. Moving on. There's this poster about keeping the school tidy. And this was when, like, back at the beginning of primary 3, it was like, in the past, it was like, I was crazy with drawing. I went drawing like this, and I got everything in the picture. I did that, and 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 yeah. I was quite crazy with it. But now I've got more calm. And there's nothing in here, but we'll save this for the end. I'll put this under my art folder. And this one is a firework one of the city, which I used with oil pastels. Well, no, I forgot. It wasn't oil pastels. This one was made of paint, and the fireworks were made with pencil. And I coloured these ones in, but I couldn't colour that in because, well, yeah. The first, so I couldn't colour that in as well. It's totally made of black pen. Next, there are the silver birch trees, which I made quite long ago. And we used it by like taking strips of paper and making it look like tree branch shapes. And then we just painted the rest of it. Also cut out a little moon here, and then we painted the rest of it, and then we took away the paper when it was like blue tacked, and then we just drew the little lines, and they looked like birch trees in the winter. Moving on, there is this one I made. Reconciliation. This was before I made my first reconciliation, and it says, in the parable of the lost sheep, Jesus explains to us everyone has to be with God. Not even one person cannot be with him. So what that means is, like, if you had 100, imagine if you had one path with two ways, one path leading to God and one path not leading to God, and like 99 people, imagine there was 100 people going along that path, 99 people went along to the God side, but one person went away, and God just can't allow that. He can't even allow, he doesn't say like, oh, I've already got 99 here, we don't need that one. He always gets everyone. That's also linked with the story of Zacchaeus. Next, this is when water was our topic, and it says, and it's like one of these things. Without water, we will die. All plants need water. Tsunamis are really big waves. Earth is 70% water. Rain is really important. And it's like this. Water things. There's a lot of things in my art folder. Next is this massive hairstyle which I made. I made it because like we were focusing on like hairstyles and how much like how it's designed and all the lines in it and how it's like the whole thing's made up of lines. And we actually made lots of little hairstyles, and that's in my bag, my school bag, and then we had to choose one of the 8 that we made, and I chose this one. And we made the big hairstyle with the lines, and then we can make the design of the top. Now I did a little playground because I was crazy with drawing playgrounds back then, and I was really good at it. And there's the really, really tall zip line. Also, and this is one I made in winter, which was supposed to look 3D, and this used to move around, but then it kind of broke before this video started, and my dad fixed it with blue tack, which is on here. We got free blue tack, yay! Crazy me. Next, there's this, which was when our art topic was about the famous thing with the scream, and you're supposed to make your own scream picture. That's the man screaming, and he's screaming with that big monster. And what the storyline is, there's like this portal, like something oh magic, and then he thought, and he was supposed to go back in time. No, he wasn't supposed to go back in time. He was supposed to go to in the future to see like what, like 1,000 years in the future, to see what it would be like. And there was also this little warning, and it said it doesn't always take you where you want it to go. And he didn't see that, so he went through the portal, and it actually did that warning, and it was like, and it took him to this world of monsters, and everything was the wrong color. So, but the only thing that was the right color was the soil. The grass was blue, the sky was green, the sun was blue, the trunks of palm trees were yellow, and the leaves and coconuts were pink. There was a pink monster, a giant monster here with fire eyes, and a big hypnotized monster here that flies. And when I showed it to my teacher, he thought this was a slime river. It really was this big monster. She didn't even see the teeth and the eye of the fire. And well, I got the idea for the monster from like Star Wars Return of the Jedi, where Jabba the Hutt dies. There's like this big sand creature inside of the desert, and then Luke almost fell in it. That's where I got the idea for this. Also on the back, it's upside, both things the wrong way around. I have to read this here. So it was questioned, why do you think the artist named this picture The Scream? This is my writing. I think that the artist named it The Scream because the person is screaming, obviously. Why do you think the artist used swirling lines of colour in the picture? What effect did this choice have on the atmosphere of the painting? The swirling lines made me feel dizzy, odd, ill and weird. Imagine you are the figure who is screaming in the painting. What is making you scream? Describe the thoughts that are running through your mind as the painting is being created. I'm screaming because the sky has turned blood red and the noises are all around me. Also, I was also saying that there's also another thing without a question, but Mrs. Curry, my teacher, told me to do. It said, And the question was, make like what it's supposed to be in your picture. In my picture, the character is screaming because lots of monsters are about to eat him, especially that one in the hole. It's that one, obviously. Moving on. Next, there is this thing I made in autumn, which I used with oil pastels, and the idea was supposed to be like loads of leaves, and when they coloured it in, the lines made it so you're still colouring the whole thing, but you had to change different colours in between the lines, and no same colours could touch each other in between the lines. I even had to use it on the tiniest of spots everywhere. The tiniest, even there, things there. And it's really big. Next, there is the solid, liquid and gas thing. And the wood is solid, the plastic is a solid, the cotton is a solid, the oxygen is a gas, the metal is a solid, the jelly is a solid, and the steam is the gas. This is hard for me because I'm reading this upside down and backwards. There's the hot air is a gas. The water is a liquid, and the wood that actually says the Dow to me, and is a solid. The wood is a solid, and look what it looks to me. I had to do it there. There's only a couple things left in here. This is the Andy Warhol patterns. I just did my name fancy. And the Andy Warhol is an artist which made one picture repeat itself lots of times. And when I was drawing this, there were 4 pictures, and there was a little duck one and a little cute bird duck one, which I really wanted, but when I was just about to grab the last one, I actually found out it was someone's already, which was my group mate Millie. And I was upset about that. I had to get the light bulb, but it turned out fun in the end. Now, this is the second last one. This one is our local area research map. And Croy means hilly place. And this is, well, my school is in Croy, but I don't live in Croy. And there's, this is our local area. There's the church, the train station. It says Croy means hilly place, and Croy, hence town in Cumbernauld. And there's like houses, the playground, and the park thing. And there is that is the map of my school. Also, it says, I think that is school garden. And there's the school field, canteen, the car park, the Castle Street, the school building, the nursery, the janitor's playground, infant's playground. And that's the map of a part of my school. This is actually the second last thing, and this is my personality shield. And my name is Orla Jackson, but I had to just write down my second name, Jackson. So, favourite things: basketball, dinosaurs, and reading. my family, Mum, Dad, my little brother Connor, me, my papa, my gran, my auntie Katie, my uncle Scott, and my little cousin Ryan. But at the time, after that happened, my auntie Katie and Uncle Scott had a new child called Ewan, and I didn't get to get him in because he wasn't born at the time I made this. I didn't even know, and my auntie Katie wasn't even pregnant at that time. And I said when I grow up, I was going to be a scientist. In school, I like writing, art, colouring in, playing in the playground. And this is an old thing which got banned from the school. It was called Golden Time, which you only got on Fridays, and you got to play with, you could bring in toys and you could play with them at Golden Time just before home time. But it got banned in the middle of me being in primary 2. So, and I made this wait, it wasn't banned when I made it in the middle of primary 2, it was after I made this, in primary 3. And I cried in class, and I was embarrassed after it. Yeah, that's actually kind of embarrassing to say for a video that's going to go on YouTube, but yeah. And there's nothing left in my art folder except the thing I said we were going to save for the end. And at the beginning of this video, you heard that I won the Civic Week, and I was going to show you the picture that won. And this was the picture that won. The theme was beach party, and this was my drawing. Is it good? Well, the thing that probably made it win was of all these these beach houses being 3D, and even the waves crashing against the walls, the lighthouse, and the sun going over here realistic. And there's a little post of the sandcastle, and there's little branches hanging out with a stick. That ginormous sandcastle. And someone with seaweed in a bucket trying to catch some fish. Someone pulling a little girl on a little surfboard. A little girl with a rubber ring swimming in the sea. And some beds. And there's little flags on the beach houses. And it took me I ran out of time because I took ages trying to fill this in. The sounding, because it was maybe a pen, and all the yellow pens in my group had to run out. Almost. So I had to use so many different yellows to actually get this thing finished. And then I decided just to use pencil on the sea, otherwise I'll waste too much time again. And I was supposed to make the beach houses different colours, but I accidentally made them all pink at some point, and then I used blue pens and green pens to actually make it over, and with the little light pink beneath it, it made it look even nicer. And that's it. This pile. And guess when I made this art folder? P1. But in P1 I didn't get the time to finish this art man. So in primary 2, when I actually got the chance to actually colour it, like that, I added little paint spatters and I coloured that in, but I never got the time to actually colour in the actual letters of art folder. But I do remember, wait a minute, I just got wrong, because I remember having an art folder picture which actually had the colour, so I must have gotten a new one. I just can't remember because it was a year ago. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!